Hello, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic, and I thought I'd show my craft room a little tour for the start of 2026. I love looking at craft room videos for inspiration and ideas, so I thought I'd share mine as well. Hopefully you do get some ideas that you can use yourself. This is a very small space, so I've had to maximise as much room as I can. This is actually the front room in our rental, but I thought I'd share with you my space today. Now, as you can see, it's mainly been taken over by sewing. I've got my machines here that I just drag across when I need to use it. Sorry for the wobbly video, by the way. I am using my iPhone for this. I think this is the best way to get a good view of everything. I'll zone in on my desk area, so you can see here I've got a soft light as well as my camera. I've still not managed to get the lighting as good as I want it to be. Normally I do have another soft light up here. I've just taken it away for now so that you can see a little bit clearer some of the stuff in my space. But I do love this little craft area. So you can see I've still got all my inks. I've still got lots of paper crafting stuff up there in the corner and at the back. I just haven't had the inclination to do any paper crafting. I'm just so obsessed with sewing at the moment, quilting and sewing. So you can see I've decorated my space with some little fabric bundles that bring me joy. And I've made a little tiny design board. It's very tiny. It's big enough to fit a block, and that's about it. But whatever I've worked on more recently, I'm just sticking up there for the joy of it. My husband also made me this pressing mat. It has got very dirty very quickly, but that's okay. I can just easily change the top fabric on that. And I did also get another one made, so you can see on my desk here, I'm desperately trying to be able to show you videos, and I'm trying to capture the cutting, the pressing and the sewing all in one space. But as you can see, this doesn't go back very far because I've got this hutch sat on top of it. I've got all my quilting rulers there, or some of the smaller ones I should say, as well as some notions as well that I can easily reach to at hand. I do have this Kallax drawer. Normally it sits under the desk, but I have more recently left it pushed out just so I can get another space there, worktop space, and again another pressing mat. This one was actually made for this desk, again IKEA, so that I could cut and press at the same time. But to be honest, it's just been too difficult to try and get videoing done. When you see me sat at the desk, this is where I normally, you can see it there just in the left hand corner actually, this is where I normally put my light to record videos of myself, so you can see the craft room in the backdrop. Underneath, this is where I have got my quilting projects in tubs. The little white basket is full of random things like my essential oils and candle making stuff. I've got washi tape there as well. And then this is where I have kept some of my bigger quilting rulers, another mat, and all my Cricut stuff is underneath that as well. I can't even remember what's in here. Oh, more Cricut stuff. Cricut pens and that kind of stuff. And then in this little drawer, again, not really used for much, got some extra fabric, my light box and some batting, and my comic boards as well. I've got a couple of trolleys here. This one is mainly my sewing notions, so you can see lots of stuff for my machines, random stuff. I've got this little tub that I love, use that to put all my scraps in, just general stuff that we all have. All of my rotary trimmers and scissors are on the side here, as well as a bit of starch. But I do like to keep everything close to hand. I recently organised this little trolley. It did have my daughter's colouring stuff on, but now it has got all my cross stitch. So I've got a little bag on here, as you can see, with some random stuff. And this is all my go-to stuff where I catch all my threads. Some random bits of bobs here. The second one down is where I've got all my project bags. And the third one down is more fabric and supplies as well. So any ready-made kits that I buy in magazines, for example, are all in there as well. Another trolley here, and you can see this has got more of my Cricut stuff. My heat presses are on here. And this top one at the moment's just got another quilt that's in progress. Because I'm waiting to buy more of the scrapbook cases to pop this away. But that does fit quite nicely on top of that. And it does remind me to get it done. It stops me procrastinating and putting it away. This little space, as you can see, has got printers as well as my Cricut machine underneath and my scanning cuts behind there as well. I do have a little Etsy store where I sell sublimation prints, which is why I've got a normal printer and a sublimation printer. And I do also have one of the little printers as well that doesn't need ink. That was sitting on here, but I recently moved everything up to pop it on here. And in here at the moment, it's just all the stickers and labels that go with that. So I've made myself some stickers for my quilt blocks, and it's for postage labels, basically. You can see I've got a tub of random vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, all that kind of good stuff on my Cricut. And then under here is my English paper piecing supplies and goodies. More scrap bins. Keep collecting these scrap bins everywhere I go. And underneath, I think I've just got a bit of batting again, and that's definitely where all my motor blockhead blocks are as well. These drawers have got all postage supplies, my paper, my sublimation inks, inks for my normal printer, that kind of stuff. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess, but it is what it is, and I just ignore it. My Tim Holtz glass mat is under here, so when I am ready to do paper crafting, I'll bring that back out to put on the desk. Just because it's glass, I like to keep it out of the way so it doesn't get broken. A random pile of stuff here. You see I've got my cross-stitch Ada, some wrapping paper, some dressmaking patterns I've printed off, as well as some camera equipment here and some vinyl. So it is that little corner of death, unfortunately. I've got my sublimation mugs, all kinds of things hidden down there out the way. My favourite part of the room, I think, is these Kallax units. I do have some more in storage that obviously this space wouldn't fit everything. I love tins. I've been collecting tins. I've got some goodies in the tins. I've got those labels, so things like zips, binding. I've got some offcuts, churn packs, that kind of stuff in those. Got all kind of my pattern fabric up here. This little bag is full of scraps as well. Thread hidden behind the serger thread, and then more fat quarters at the front. I still have lots of my paper supplies, so that's here ready to go. At the back here though, we've got some collections, paper collections, as well as different Cricut stuff here, different speciality papers here, threads on my distress stuff, and you can see I've got some jelly rolls here as well. More Cricut here, and in here is just basic things like card fronts, my wax chips. In here I've got lots of soap making equipment. I didn't feel like I should put that in storage. It's going to be in storage for at least 12-18 months, so I want to get that used up. More batting, infusibles, all that kind of stuff in these drawers, very random stuff. And then again, more card, paper, collections in these little tubs here, as well as all my paper trimmers. And then in here I've got lots of stuff that I thought I would keep out. Normally they're on display, so they're still in these little baggies. And it's like my stickles, my distress inks, my refillers, all that kind of stuff. Adhesives. Just about to see under the desk is also full of batting. I've got to hide it. I've been buying it when it's on sale, but I'm not going to buy any more now until I've used it, because you can see it peeking out. This does still have lots of my crafting stuff in there. Polychromo stamping stuff, embossing, my glitter, my sequins. And I don't know if you noticed, there's another Alex drawer hiding behind here. And this has got things like punches, my mixed media. I'm not going to go through each drawer because it's really difficult trying to hold this phone at the same time. I'm probably conscious I'm making you very dizzy as it is without doing that any more than I need to. This is an embroidery machine, not the best I have to say, so I've been using it for sewing mainly, and all of the embroidery stuff, stabilizers and things are in storage with the hoops and that kind of stuff, so definitely won't be doing any machine embroidery on that for a little while. Do love my serger, and this fella has been with me for about 20-25 years, so good and steady machine. My dream is once we're in the new craft room, I will get a new sewing machine, but that won't be anytime soon, definitely not. Going back to this side, I think we kind of missed it, but this is where I'm keeping all my mini churn pack collectibles. Because I'm short on space, I've subscribed to the Fat Quarter Shop mini churn pack club, so I get 4 of these a month, and already they're stacking up. I am using them. I've got some matching coordinating collections here, where I've got Jolly Bar, the churn packs, as well as the mini churns. And my solid fabric scraps are here as well. These are all my fat quarters that I've got from Spotlight, so these are very random. More scraps. And this is where I've tried to be a bit more organised as well. I do have full collections in here. One of them has got the Riley Blake design. I'm all ready to go. I've cut it all out for the 12 days of Christmas they did in 2025. So I want to do that for 2026. And some more fabric down here. None of it is quilting fabric. It's all dressmaking fabric. And finally, the tubs at the bottom have got more sublimation blanks all in there. So again, something I want to get used up. So that is my little craft room. I hope you enjoyed that little spin around. I hope you weren't too dizzy. Everything, as you can see, is just stacked high and tall because I can't put anything on the walls. Hopefully it's not going to be for too much longer. And you can see this is part of our main living area, so noise is a bit of an issue for me. It's not very often I get the house to myself to actually make a video, but we've got the opportunity today, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll answer them as best I can. If you need to see any product links or information where I've sourced anything, please let me know. But otherwise, I wish you a great crafting weekend. Thanks for watching.